Beloved, take a deep breath with me. Slow, intentional, conscious. Feel the inhale travel the length of your spine, and as you exhale, feel your entire inner world soften, not collapse, not give up, but soften, as if your inner structure recognizes that today is not a day of battle, but a day of coming home. Because this episode, this moment, marks the return, the reconnection, the inner coronation, the rebirth of your deepest self. This is not a teaching, this is an arrival. The reunion moment is a shift in power, not perfection. Let's start with something few people understand. The reunion moment is not a lightning bolt. It is not angels singing. It's not the absence of fear, doubt, or discomfort. The reunion moment is far more sacred, far more human, far more subtle. It is the moment when the center of your inner authority shifts from your wounds back to your truth. Your wounds no longer run the show. Your defenses no longer drive the car. Your fear no longer chooses the path. Your past no longer dictates the present. No, today the inner command moves back into the hands of the one who is designed to lead, the real you. Not the protected you, not the adapted you, not the holding it together you, not the trying to survive you, the original, essential, undivided you. This shift is reunion. The anatomy of the inner fracture. Before we can understand reunion, we must understand the break. Most inner fracture doesn't happen from a single moment. It happens through repeated silencing, unattended emotional needs, unresolved experiences, survival patterns that became permanent, expectations you couldn't meet, identities you had to create to remain safe. Over time, the psyche adapts. It divides, compartmentalizes, allocates, fragments, specializes. A part of you becomes the protector, a part of you becomes the performer, a part of you becomes the pleaser, a part of you becomes the skeptic, a part of you hides, a part of you hardens, a part of you collapses, a part of you keeps dreaming anyway. These parts aren't mistakes, they are evidence of your brilliance. Your inner fracture was intelligent, loyal, and devoted to your survival. But survival is not the same as wholeness. Eventually, the very patterns that kept you safe begin to suffocate you. And this is when the reunion moment begins to form. The 3 signs you are approaching inner reunion. First, your inner voices get louder before they soften. Conflict increases before clarity arrives. Your inner selves panic before they release their role. This is not regression. This is reorganization. 2. You stop believing your protective stories. You start hearing them as stories, not as truth, not as identity. This is sovereignty returning. And 3. Your body begins to speak differently. You breathe deeper. You react slower. Your body stops bracing. Your nervous system feels less armored. Your body recognizes reunion before your mind does. The reunion moment itself, what it actually feels like. This is the heart of the episode, the part that cannot be explained, only experienced. The reunion moment feels like a quiet click inside your soul. Not an explosion, not a breakthrough, but a soft, sacred alignment of inner truths. A gentle dissolving of resistance. You stop fighting yourself. You stop explaining yourself. You stop negotiating with your worth. Your inner selves lay down their weapons. The protector unclenches. The child feels someone reaching for their hand. The dreamer steps out of the hiding. The warrior bows. The survivor exhales for the first time in decades. Your energy stops leaking. Everything you used to spend holding yourself together now becomes available for creation, for connection, for expression, for living. A subtle recognition of self-love you didn't have to earn. It simply is. It rises from within like warm light. You feel like you are inhabiting yourself again, as if you finally stepped into the house that was built for you from the beginning. This is reunion. The Great Reordering, your new inner structure. After the reunion moment, your inner world doesn't disappear, it reorganizes. Your protector becomes your boundary keeper, not your jailer. Your survivor becomes your strategist, not your saboteur. Your dreamer becomes your compass, not your escape. Your child becomes your source of joy, not your vulnerability. Your warrior becomes your courage, not your aggression. Your mystic becomes your inner knowing, not your secrecy. Wholeness is not sameness, it is harmony. Your inner selves regain their gifts but release their fear. This is the new architecture of the reunited self. The inner coronation. Now we arrive at the crown of this teaching, the moment you become one again. This is your inner coronation, not in ego, not in superiority, not in achievement, in sovereignty. This is when you recognize I am no longer ruled by what hurt me. I am guided by what I truly am. You reclaim the throne within, not to dominate your inner selves, but to lead them. This is the moment your system orients around your truth. This is when the war ends. This is when the homecoming begins. The practice, the inner reunion ceremony. Place a hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Let your breathing slow. Now imagine you stand in the center of your inner world. A circle of your inner selves form around you. All the versions of you who carried your pain, your hopes, your fears, your memories, your dreams. Look at all of them. Every version of you, every self who kept you alive. Now speak these words softly but with authority. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for carrying what I could not carry. You are free now. Come home. And watch what happens. Watch the warrior bow. Watch the child run into your arms. Watch the protector soften. Watch the survivor step back and rest. Watch the dreamer smile again. Watch the mystic whisper, I've been waiting for you. This is the reunion moment. This is the moment you become one. Beloved, you have walked through this entire arc, through remembering, through acknowledging, through listening, through integrating, through reclaiming the pieces of you that were never lost, only waiting. This is your coronation, your homecoming, your wholeness. You are not becoming someone new. You are returning to the one you've always been. You are one now. You are whole now. You are home now. And from here, everything becomes possible.